Hello everyone, my name is Megha and I'm going to walk you through a revolutionary product which is going to transform your classroom experience. So behind me you can see this is the interactive flat panel by Extramarks Android version 13 with capacity of 4GB RAM and 32GB ROM. This is a self-sufficient compact tool which is readily available in the market, eliminating the maintenance cost of additional speakers, CPU or projector, as this IFP has inbuilt speakers, 2 speakers of 15 watts and 8 microphones on the top. This has CPU at the back, and as a user, if you may like to use additional devices, you can have USB ports, you can have touch ports as well as HDMI ports readily available. So, coming to the screen, this is a complete touch panel that you can see with 4mm anti-glare toughened glass, and it's very durable in nature. On the screen, you can see few icons. So let us explore each icon one by one. So the very first icon that you can see on the screen is the settings option. The moment I tap onto it, I can see OPS boot, I can see USB camera, smart power key and various other options like suspended window, sidebar menu, etc. For internet settings, we have Wi-Fi, hotspot connectivity, Bluetooth settings options. As a user, if I may like to upgrade the software, we have system upgrade option readily available on the settings option. The next icon is the file manager. The moment I click onto it, here I can access the internal storage of the interactive flat panel. So I can see the documents, I can see images, media or application which are here. As a user, when you are using the external devices using USB or any other kind of hardware device, that folder will appear in the file manager beneath local file folder. So user can extract that data and can use it on the IFP panel. The most important icon that we have here is the whiteboard option. The moment I tap onto it, whiteboard will appear. So on the screen, we can see the whiteboard panel. We have various features readily available. I am going to explore each feature one by one. The moment I tap onto this grid, this menu will unfold. The very first button that you can see is the exit button. The moment I click onto exit, now the system is asking me to save the file before leaving. The moment I click on yes, I as a user can now save this file into 3 formats. The first format is PDF, then we have picture, and the third one is trace. The trace files are the whiteboard files which can be modified by the user later. As a user, I can also change the pathway for this file and I can change the name of the file. The moment I click onto this particular icon, the virtual keyboard will appear and I can type in the name that I want to give to my file. The next option on the grid is the version update. The moment I click onto it, we can see this is version 13 that we are using currently. As a user, if I want to change the theme of the whiteboard, I have an option of changing the theme through this icon. So as a user, I can change the color. We are also giving set templates to change the background color of the whiteboard. We have background grids that are readily available or background templates that are available here. As a user, I can also customize the background based on my desire. The next option that we have here is the trace option. As a user, I can select a specific file and can modify and edit it for my future usage. If I would like to share this specific file with any other user, I can create a QR code for the same. So let me showcase that to you. The moment I click onto this icon, Now the system is creating a unique QR code for the file that I have created on the whiteboard. So as a user, you can send this QR code to students and they can fetch the data from it, or you can encrypt this QR code as well. The next option that we have is to send this file as an email. So as a user, you can share the whiteboard content with students over an email. Write down the email address and send it from this particular option. If you would like to save the file, the same options are readily available for you. As a user, if you ever feel to split the whiteboard into two different whiteboards, that feature is also available. If I tap onto this icon, now I can change this whiteboard into two different boards, or three different boards, or four different boards. So let's try with two different boards. So here, let me change the color so that we can identify that we are working on two different whiteboards. These are two individual whiteboards that we can use in the classroom. Now whatever I am writing on whiteboard 1 will not go on whiteboard 2. This is again a great option to have team activities and collaboration in the classroom. User will also get options to insert various kinds of shapes, geometrical tools, or 3D shapes. You can also share individual whiteboard content with the user using the QR code. If you would like to come out of this feature, we have the exit option. The moment you click onto it, we are back to the normal whiteboard option. Now let's talk about the features that we can see in the middle. The very first feature that you can see is to enable multiple touch or single touch in one go. So currently I am on single touch. Whatever I am writing, I can give input from only one device or touch point right now. So if I try and give inputs from all the fingers, I can zoom in or zoom out. However, if I change it to multiple user, at this point of time, I can give input from all my fingers. At one point of time, 20 people can write on the board simultaneously. So I'll showcase that to you. So as of now, I have just demonstrated 10 touch to you, but yes, 20 people can write on the board simultaneously. So we are providing 20 touch. If I would like to add another sheet, this is the plus sign that I need to use. The moment I click onto it, I will change the sheet. The second option that we have is the pen option. I can change the color or the thickness of the pen according to the color palette that is available. I can also use two sides of the stylus to use two different colors. Let me demonstrate that to you. So I am changing the side and using another color. So teachers can use this kind of option during their classes. The next option that we have here is the eraser option. The moment I click onto it, I can select eraser and I can use it on the screen. I can also use my palm to erase the content. I can also select a specific area and remove it, or I can simply slide and erase the entire content of the whiteboard canvas. Now, let's write something on the board. I can use selection tool to select a specific text. I can resize the same and I can move it from one place to another. I can copy it, place it anywhere and can change the color. I can rotate the text and can place it anywhere. So these are the editing options that are available on the board. So the next icon that we have is to insert image from the internal storage. So let's first remove the content which is there on the whiteboard canvas. The moment I click onto it, now I can select any picture which is in the internal storage of LED panel and can place it on the whiteboard. As a user, I can select and resize this picture. I can place it at any part of the canvas and can also copy the same. If I would like to edit or label this, I can edit the same. So now let us discuss the next tool that we have is shapes and geometrical tools. For that, let me add another page. Now in order to insert any geometrical tool or maybe a shape, we are giving you some options here. Either you can use 2D shapes like this or a 3D shape. Which teachers can copy and edit as well. We also have an option for geometrical tools. So let me try some geometrical tools here. As a user, if you may like to use text correction and shape correction option, the whiteboard have that feature as well. So let's say I'm drawing a circle, the system will autocorrect the same. A triangle. Similarly, as a user, if I'm writing something, that will be auto-corrected. I can select the same and can resize or change the color. So the next feature that we have is a business tool. The moment I click onto it, I get multiple options. The first option that we are going to explore is the mind map option. So I can create a mind map in the classroom. So as a user, I can use mind maps like this and can reveal it in the classroom. Let's explore another feature that we have. The next feature that we have is a curtain feature. Now as a user, I can draw curtain on the whiteboard canvas and can reveal a certain part of the whiteboard by using the arrows which are here. So I have customized the curtain size and now I can move it from one place to another. Teachers can use such activities in the classroom for puzzles, for games, etc. Let's write something on the whiteboard again. Now here we have another feature called Spotlight feature. The moment you click onto it, now you can highlight a specific part of the whiteboard canvas. We have two different shapes for the same. As a user, we can also use sticky notes on the whiteboard background. So here I have created a sticky note and it is placed on the background. I can select and move it from one place to another. So as a teacher, I can keep all my important formulas, equations, maybe thought of the day at one side of the whiteboard and can use the entire canvas for my notes preparation. The next two options are redo and undo options that user can use. And if you may like to delete a specific whiteboard sheet, you have a delete option. If you may like to see all the existing whiteboard sheets, just tap onto this particular segment and you can see all the canvas that are readily available. As a user, now I can delete any specific canvas if I may like to. As a user, while using the whiteboard canvas, if you may like to add a pop-up window of, let's say, Google Chrome, a YouTube video, we have this option readily available. Just click onto this arrow and click onto pop-up screen. The moment you click onto it, system is now showing you the kind of application that you may use simultaneously alongside the whiteboard canvas. So let me open Chrome for your reference. So here I can use Chrome as well as the canvas to write my notes. So this is how through pop-up window I can play a content here, maybe a YouTube video or maybe a picture, and I can write simultaneously on the whiteboard canvas. The next option that we have here is the screen sharing option. The moment I click onto it, now I can project my phone, my laptop on the LED panel using the screen sharing option. All I need to do is just scan the specific QR code and download one APK file. User need to be concerned about one thing, that the network that is there on your devices should be the same which is there on the LED panel. So that's the one requirement that we have. The LED panel and the device should have the same network. As a user, if you may like to see more applications which are there in the LED panel, just click on more application and explore the same. However, if you may like to add some more applications, just click on Play Store and download the desired application that you may like to use. Now, if you may like to use two different applications simultaneously, we also give you split screen option. All you need to do is click onto the side arrow, go to the Recent tab, and here just long press on the application icon. You get a split screen option, click onto it and then click onto a different application altogether. Here you can see that we have the Chrome window at one end and the whiteboard on another. So teachers can use two different screens at the same time. They can play a content or display something on the Chrome while writing their notes on the canvas. If you would like to come out of the screen, just swipe like this and you're back to the normal screen. Coming back to home screen again, we have various other options in the Edge panel. So you have your applications listed at one place. All your applications are here. You can play YouTube, you can have any other application that you may like to use. Along with this, you have a pop-up window through which you can have your applications in a small window on top of the screen. So we have some other features on the Edge panel. The moment I click onto the arrow, I can see that we have the annotation tool available. The moment I click onto annotation, now I can write on the screen. So let's change the pen color. So I can edit this particular file, I can modify, I can encircle anything. And then if I would like to share the same with the users, I can create a QR code for the same. Now I can also encrypt this QR code. Now the next feature that we have along with the annotation tool is that if I may like to use this existing file and would embed it on the whiteboard, I simply need to click onto this icon and it will automatically go to my whiteboard canvas. So here I can further select it, modify it, resize it and probably label it. So this is how again I can take any image from any part of the LED and embed it on the whiteboard canvas. Let's come out of the whiteboard canvas now. Clicking on the home screen, I am back to the main page. The next and most important feature that we have is the software integration. So with Extramarks, you also have Extramarks Smart++ already here in the LED panel. All you need to do is just click onto it and it will reveal the content for you. So this is the first page of the Extramarks Smart++. So now here you can select the relevant class and the section, and all your teachers' profiles will reflect here. Let's select the teacher profile. Put the password. Now this is the first interface of the software that you all can see. We are currently on CBSE board grade 6 and all my subjects are listed at one place. If I may like to move from science to social science, I need to tap on social science, and when I scroll up, I can see the content here. So I'm going to play one of the content.
Oh wow! The rising sun makes the sky look so beautiful.
Yes, you are right. The sun is a star, a hot ball.
So this is how the content look like. So you can also annotate on the video now. Just click onto the edge panel. Use the annotation feature. And now you can share the same file with the students through a QR code. User can also save the file in the internal storage of the LED panel. So now you can explore the Extramarks Smart++ content here on the application the way I've just played a video. You can come to the Teach section and can explore the Extramarks pedagogy, which is DLPTE, diagnostic assessment, learning content, practice content, test content and evaluation. If I would like to come out of this particular menu and would like to come on the home screen, click onto the side panels, home tab. Now as a user, you can also change the settings options by clicking onto this menu. Change the volume. You can customize the icons here, access the settings, can put a lock on the screen, do screen recording, use timers, voting application and so on and so forth from this particular segment. You can also move from one source to another by using the source icon, and you can jump from Android to maybe OPS, HDMI, whichever you may like to use. So viewers, this is our interactive flat panel. I hope you like it. Thank you so much.